Where are you hearing us in Miami?
So I listen to the podcast. I used to listen to you when you were on Elvis Duran. And then
wow.
Once I started listening to podcasts, I listened to a lot of true crime podcasts. And my therapist and I were talking about like my anxiety. And we kind of discovered that part of it comes from all the true crime podcasts. I started looking for something a little bit more positive and lighthearted. And that's how I found you guys. And I've been mostly exclusively listening to your podcast. And it's actually a really good time.
Oh, wow.
That's
Erica,
awesome.
Elvis's show was so much fun to be on, and I'm like blown away that you're still in touch and listening. I just love that so much. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
But also, I want to dig into what you just said. So you were listening to True Crime, which is a very popular podcast genre. And I am convinced that it's not the best thing for us. And the reason why is because I think it sort of creeps into our subconscious beyond what we're actually hearing. There's something that really wears us down, hearing about murder all the time and gore.
Yeah.
I think it has an impact on us that is substantial and bad for us. And I don't think people realize it. They just think like, oh, it's like a movie or whatever. But you're saying your therapist agrees with that.
Yeah. If you start to listen to it so much, you kind of forget that aspect of like, this is someone's real life and this really happened to someone. And because you're just hearing the story, it kind of feels just like a story that you don't really realize, like, this really happened to someone and there's a family out there that's going through this. So then you also become like extra vigilant. And then every little noise in the middle of the night, you're like, what is that? So, I kind of had to dial it back a little and like, bring it to somewhere else.
And Erica, I always say it's always good to keep your head on the swivel because my mom is like, be aware of your surroundings, but at the same time,
You're going to twist your head off if
yeah,
you keep
exactly.
listening to these
Like,
podcasts.
These crimes are happening. They're true stories, but they're happening to maybe someone else in a different state. It's not happening every day to everyone around you. And you can start to think that when you start to hear it all the time.
Right.
Erica, I'm so grateful that you're turning on this show, and thank you for sharing that and being willing to talk about your personal experience there. I think you're probably helping someone more than you know. And we just love you for listening. And however you get here, however you get to hear us, thank you for being here.
All right. I love you guys too.
Have a good one, Erica.
Love you, Erica.
Love
Take
you.
care.
Bye.
Bye.